Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. It has been a couple weeks since I've been streaming because I have had a crazy bout of migraines and overall just been, my head literally just cannot focus on programming recently. I'm 3 days migraine free, although a headache has been kind of creeping on all day today, so I'm hoping it doesn't blow out, but I've been really itching to get streaming again, so even if today is a short one, I'm here. So we left off, look at this crate animation, see how it crumbles. We've got that. Just to test the animation, that's the last thing we did was the animation on that crumble crate, but look, the crate is technically still there because we can still push it. It's just invisible. So we need to work on not just changing the animation to a collapsible, but only become collapsible when we collide with our magic spell so that we can break it with our magic spell, right? And then once it's collapsed, take it out of the pushables, collidable map objects, so that it literally doesn't exist anymore. And then we can do something like replace it with a coin on the floor or something in its place, so we can figure that out, because right now we do have a treasure chest object that we can go and open, as well as a thing that is a coin that's pick upable, and it gives you a little special animation there. So we could put a little coin in there, but first things first, let's just try to get the crate to actually deinstantiate once it's broken down. And it'd be nice if we just kind of set a little time limit for it to break down, and then it breaks down and then it needs to go so that we can't collide with it anymore. So let's try to get that going, and then we'll see how I'm feeling, because my head is already not feeling great. Okay, so we have a pushable here. Pushable is of type crate here, and a crate is pushable and it has a certain animation, right? And if we look at the pushable class, we're saying in our pushable class, hey, if we're type crate, then go ahead, set your image to the crate image, go ahead and create your animations, but then change your animation to the break crate, which we don't exactly want right off the bat, but it'd be nice to test it over a certain amount of time, so we should have a timer. I don't know, we can have a timer here just for testing. Now in our actually, yeah, we can write a little function here to change our animation. So pushable, we can say break crate function, and the break crate function would literally just change the animation to the break crate animation. So we can do something like that, and we just say, if we run this break crate, go ahead and change that animation. So now we need to set increment our timer in the update function, right? So update, we can say, let's just say after 3 seconds we want to break the crate, just to show. We can say, let's just add delta time. We can say if our type is equal to a string of crate, then if the timer, I guess we can say this, if the timer greater than 3 seconds, then we're going to say, okay, is the pushable a crate? And if so, after 3 seconds, we want to run our function, which is just break crate as a function. So if we run that, we need to make sure, to run it as a function here. And then, so after 3 seconds, and if the object is a crate, then we're just going to break crate, and all that does is change the animation. So let's see, it should be a regular crate for about 3 seconds, and we're not working here. Break crate. Change animation. I think it's self-dot animations. Colon change animation, is that right? All we do, no, it's just a change animation. Yeah, pushable 222 is not liking it. The heck? Okay. This is just where we pull the current animation. Why is it not liking that? Do we run it like a function just like this? Or as a method? Self, colon, change animation, break crate. Okay. Let's try to... Let me... Instead of doing this function, let me just test it without doing that. So instead of running the break crate function, we're just gonna change our animation. Let's see if that works. No. Okay. So what? Okay. I literally don't know what it's mad at. It doesn't seem to like the animation, but we haven't changed anything. Okay. Let's try it again here. I don't know what it's not liking. See, this is fine, and it breaks. Okay. So let's try this again. In our pushable, let's give us a little timer. Let's... Oh, it needs a default animation. Okay, it needs a default animation before we trigger anything, so that's why it was crashing. Okay, so if we look at our entity defs and we look at our crate, we have two. We have a default crate, and that's just a standing crate. Hey Loki, what's up? Hey, hope you've been doing well. Hope you had a good new year. Default crate is what we need. So we're going to say this starts out as a default crate. And that should not crumble, right? It's just a crate like that. So it doesn't crumble. But what we need to do is we can set a little timer here. Okay, yeah, I was on the right track. I just didn't give it an initial animation, which is why it was crashing. So I should have picked up on that, but that's okay. Pushable, let's just say break crate. And what break crate does is it takes our own self and it runs the change animation, and it changes to break crate animation. Okay. Then in our update, we're just going to say, let's increment our timer. And then if our timer is greater than 3 seconds, we'll break the crate. So if timer is greater than 3 seconds and the type of our collidable is equal to that of a crate, then we're going to run the break crate method on ourself. Cool. So let's see if we break crate now. Okay. Equals self. Oh, if. Okay. 1, 2, 3, break. Cool. Now it's still there, right? We can still push it, which is not right. So we need to add to our break crate. Hey, if our animation is done playing, then let's take this specific crate out of our specific scenes.collidable map objects table, which gets a little tricky because they all have like if you imagine 3 crates in one scene, right? And we break, let's say, the second crate. We need to remove that second crate from the table, leaving 2 crates in the table. Their indexes will... I don't know if they'll change or not if we just delete a value from the table. I guess the table isn't... See, this is hard for me to think about because I don't know if, like, let's look at when we put in a crate in our map declarations. We say table.insert into the .collidable map objects table. It's just a curly brace table with a pushable inserted into it. So this becomes weird because it's like, yeah, if we have 3 pushables, like a log, a boulder, and a crate, how would we take out that specific pushable? Because we don't know what index to take it out. Like, because the only way we have to remove a value from a table is a table.remove, like here, and it takes in a table as well as a position. So like the index 1, 2, or 3 or whatever. Hey, what's up, K-Tron? Happy New Year, dude. Yeah, Happy New Year. Hope you had a good one. My migraines are maybe... I don't know if they're over. I'm like on day 3 of no migraine. I had 15 migraines in December. It's like basically the whole end of September I was toast. And today I've been fighting off it doesn't feel like it is a full... I mean, I know it's not a full-blown migraine, but it feels like just a headache. It doesn't feel like a migraine. So, I'm hoping I'm over it. Normally I have like a week bout of migraines, and it's normally in June. But this year was the first time ever I didn't get a week-long migraine bout in June. So I was like, I'm free. And then in December, it just like killed me. So that's why I've been gone. I've just been literally in bed all day. My schedule was all screwed up. I missed over 2 weeks of work. Yeah, dude, it sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got to, I had to go to the emergency room, and then I got a referral to a neurologist. So now I can at least try to get some kind of something for it. I don't know if that means like... I don't know what that means. Like, but I'll be meeting with a neurologist here soon. So hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping I'm over the bout of them, but if they do come back, it would be nice to have an idea of something I can do. Yeah. Yeah, what's really nice is the people I work with, even I missed like over 2 weeks of work, which I felt really, really bad about. But I came back to work today and everyone was just super supportive, and a lot of them had people who also had migraines, and they're like, yeah, that's no joke. So I'm glad you're okay or feeling okay. So it was nice that they, don't think I'm faking it or anything, because it's literally like the most debilitating thing I can imagine. Like, I mean, I guess literally being debilitated permanently would be worse, but when it hits, it's bad. I'm like, I can't do anything. So yeah, yeah, the support was really nice. So that made me feel good. But yeah, back to I don't know how long I'm going to be programming today. I was not planning on programming today, but I really felt the itch to just get streaming. So I really wanted to do at least something. So here we are. We've at least done something today already, but if we could figure this out, how to remove a specific value. So I guess what I'm curious about is, like, if we have 3 pushables. Oh, dude. Oh, that's awful. Luckily, I haven't been driving when one really hit. Normally, it takes about like 30 minutes for them to creep up on me. Damn, dude, that sucks. Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have those tension headaches or whatever they're called that like come on super fast like that. Normally it's like it just creeps on, and it normally takes about 30 minutes to like fully blow out, if it is going to blow out. But normally that's enough time for like some Excedrin to kind of start tingling and at least getting working, if I listen to my body and like listen to it right away. I've only been at work like once when it's happened. So luckily it almost always happens in the morning. So if I got something scheduled, I'm like, bro, this is not happening today. I'm sorry. So luckily it's not really after I'm at work, which would really suck. Yeah, I'm having a tough time trying to think about how we're going to take pushables out of this collidable map objects table. I know. And what sucks is like anxiety like can trigger it. So it's like, what really sucks is like I feel guilty for having to call out to work if I feel one coming. But then I feel like anxiety about someone responding once I tell them I can't make it, or like and then looking at a screen because my light sensitivity is all out of whack when it hits too. So it's like super stressful to have to look at my phone when anything like that is happening. So like this, for example, if we have 3 collidable map objects, let's just see what happens here. So we insert a pushable, we insert a pushable, we insert a pushable. So boulder should be 1, log is 2, crate is 3. All 1 index because Lua's beautiful. Then, we're missing an anim somewhere. Is it right here? Okay, it doesn't like that we didn't set the animation for one of these things. So if it's not a crate, it just doesn't like it. So let's just fix that real quick. Okay, well, we do have... Oh, it's the animation. Oh, because no other type of boulder or no other type of pushable is an actual animation. So we have to actually add, I guess, yeah, since we're doing it, we used to draw this by the dot image, which works fine if it's not an actual animation. But since we need the animation rendering, we're rendering it based on the anim, which is a current animation, which is literally an animation, which isn't defined for things other than a crate. So we gotta, even though it's weird, right? We have to define animations for log and what was the other one? Boulder. Thanks. Yeah. I'm really hoping, and like the pattern is I get them for about 10 days and then I'm good for a year. And then this year I pushed that back by like 6 months off of my normal schedule, and then I got hit by like 15 days worth. So I'm hoping that was it for the year and I'll be good. So we'll see. And then hopefully any other neurologist stuff can help. Yeah, we do need... Yeah. I think what needs to happen... I guess... It doesn't make a lot of sense. Man, weekly sucks, dude. Weekly sucks. I would definitely, even though I'm like dead for 2 weeks, I think I would take 2 weeks of death versus once every week. I think, because well, I guess it depends. If I could get out of work on Friday every week. But that it doesn't even work like that, because it's not like you can relax. Like I wasn't relaxing out of work. I was like literally just dead. Not working, but not resting, you know. I mean, I was literally resting, but didn't get rested. Yeah, there's something... I feel like instead of adding an animation of a still image, just like how right here, a default crate is only 1 frame. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I know, would never happen Friday. What screws me up, dude, is it always happens like right before break. So like it used to happen to me the day before my work's week-long summer break would happen. So like summer break would be coming up. I'd have a week off of work, and then that Friday I would get hit with the migraine, and then I would have daily migraines until that Sunday before I'm supposed to go back to work. And then that Monday would be the first day I'm okay. So that's what used to happen to me, which really sucked because I never got any sort of vacation or anything. I would just be dead. So I kind of think that that's what happened this year, where it's like my body was like ready to shut down, and it knew winter break was coming up, and it was like, screw it, man, I'm taking you down. And then by the time work is coming back, I'm like somewhat okay to go back to work. So I think my body kind of like saw an opportunity to knock me out. Yeah, instead of doing this, I think I want to say, yeah, and I was onto it here saying if crate. So like if the pushable we're asking about is a crate, then we want to pull the animation by doing this. And then we can say, otherwise, don't pull the animation, but draw whatever our image is, right? So not an animation, but an image. So I'm hoping this would, yeah. Well, dude, I mean, I'm upright today. Yeah, I had 2 days since the 14th of December. I've had two or 3 days with no migraines, minus the past 3 days. So it almost, yeah, I would say maybe 13 days of migraines or something in December. And then I've been okay for the past 3 days or so. Okay, so we've got a log. Let's see if we crash rendering the log. I think we're okay. Nice. Okay, so that's just an image. Okay, I'm glad we don't have to do the whole animation for that. So if we've got that, let's put in our other two, because we need to test how the table.remove is going to work. So we've got a log, a crate, and a boulder. I don't see the boulder. Oh, they're all in the same spot. So let's do 2, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4. Let's see. Okay, cool. So we've got a crate, a log, and a boulder. And then after 3 seconds, the crate breaks. Cool. And then we're rendering the images, these pushables, as an image. Now the crate is still here. Look, the crate we can still push. So the crate does not deinstantiate. That's what we need to test. So let's take out the part where we are breaking our crate. So when we run our break crate function, yeah, let's stop breaking our crate so that we can test this table.remove and see if we can figure something out. So the crate is just here now. It's not breaking. So let's see how we can do this. So if we run table.remove, takes in a list, then a position. Here's the list, the collidable map objects list, then a position. So if we were to try to take out the second object, the log, if we run it with a 2, does it take out the log? Yes. If we run it with a 3, does it take out the crate? Yes. Yes. Okay. So now here's the question. If we take out 2 and then we take out 2 again, will we only be left with the boulder? Yes. See, that's the part that's really confusing to me. That's what I thought would happen, because it's we took out the second index, then every index shifted. Our crate that used to be 3 becomes 2 after here. And then we remove 2, which means we remove the crate. So it's the index changes as we take things out. So we can't just give it an index here. Because we need to be able to say, we don't know how many crates are going to be in our game. In any given scene. So if we say, well, we need to remove this specific crate, well, we need to know which index this specific crate is literally at in order to remove it. So that becomes tough. Well, I guess it maybe isn't so tough if we take this logic outside of the pushable class. Because if we do this if we do this in a for loop, then we can have access to the index of a given thing, and we can just remove it. And then, yeah, I think that's the move. So like instead of initializing these with a unique index, we would just say, and now how would we do this? So we need to be able to remove a crate. Where did Jimmy go? Oh, Jimmy, hold on, let me get Jimmy cam set. Okay, so instead of break crate, see, and this is what's tough about it. We need. I think we keep break crate as just changing the animation, but we need to go outside of this pushable class in order to run the break crate function, because we don't know which pushable object we need to remove until we have the specific index. And once we're in the pushable class, we don't have access to the index of our collidable map objects table. So we have to go outside of this. I think this is okay. I think we can say if we run break crate, but then we would move stuff like this outside. Yeah, we just have the method break crate, but then we need to say in our current scene, right here we're saying, what is this? Finish shifting, okay. In our update, are we doing anything for our collidable map objects? Collidable map. Okay, so here we reset the treasure chests. We reset the pushable objects upon a finish shifting. Here, we're doing a player to collidable map object detection, where do we actually run? Oh shoot, where do we actually run the push? It's just in the update collidable map objects, right? Where are we doing that? We should be updating our collidable map objects somewhere. In our scene. In our map. No, where are we? Gosh, where are we literally updating the pushables? That's what I want to see. Reset original position. This is all in the finish shifting. Okay. I just need to find where we're literally updating the pushables, which I am not seeing. Here. Okay, so it's in our map. So this is collidable map objects. Okay, so here we're cycling through the collidable map objects. Now this key, this is the value. We can actually remove it if the timer has passed or whatever. So Now, when we run break crate on a collidable map object that is a type of crate, it will cycle through the frames of the break crate, and once it hits the last frame, frame 9 or whatever, it'll then increment the times played field in that animation to 1. So if we look at the animation, see this times played, and that times played gets incremented here if our current frame is equal to the length of the frames we have. So if our frame is equal to the very last frame, then we've played out the frame or the animation. So at that point, once we've played the whole animation, that's when we need to remove the pushable from this table here. What's up, Magnetonics? How's it going, dude? I know. I've been dealing with some migraine headaches the past couple weeks. So I've been not so well, but I've been 3 days migraine free. So I'm hoping I'm over the worst of it. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm doing okay now. Thanks. Yeah, I think I'm hoping I'll be okay. Like normally I get these every year. I get like 7 or 10 of them all back to back, and then I'm good for a year. So this year was like 15 of them, and I'm 3 days free. So I'm hoping they don't hit for another year. Okay, so what I'm trying here, we do need to make sure our pushable has this timer so that we can trigger breaking the crate after 3 seconds. So we have this timer, we increment it over time with an update. Hey, Gemini Twitch. Hey, thank you for the raid. Hey, welcome in. How did your stream go? Here, I gotta give you a shout out. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I am like screwing up the shout out here. Hey, thank you. Are you a game dev? What is up? So yeah, we're building a little game here. It's like a Zelda. Oh, look, the timer worked on the crate. That's cool. It's like a Zelda top-down adventure game filled with magic and music. So we've got like spell casting here. And then you can also equip like a little lute and play like a little Guitar Hero game. Oh, well, that's all jacked up. That's not supposed to be like that. That's not good. Yeah. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. I don't know when that happened, but that used to work. Okay, so the crate's breaking after 3 seconds, but the crate's still there because we can still push it. So we've got to remove it. And I think this is the move because we have access to the key of the specific crate. So now we should be able to table.remove it now. I know, bugs always come out of the woodwork when I'm trying to show something off. Oh, nice. Hey, cool. Yeah, I shot you a follow. I'll have to check out your stream sometime, Gemini. Yeah, the invisible crate. That's what we're trying to fix today. We should be able to do it. So at least we're able to trigger the breaking of the crate after a certain 3 seconds, right? But what needs to happen is we need to be able to dig into the dot animations. What is it? Dot current animation. Times played, I think. Because if we look at our animation class, it's this times played field. So once that gets to 1, meaning we've played all our animation, then we need to actually remove the pushable crate from our object so that we can't collide with it, and it's just literally no longer there anymore. So this is in our our animation class. So I think current animation would work and times played. So if our times played is equal to 1, then let's go ahead and table.remove, and our list is going to be our collidable map objects that we're currently looking at. And the position is going to be, hey, thank you for the follow, Gemini Twitch. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have to check out your stream sometime. I'll check it out. Yeah, we're going to remove the key of the collidable map object that is actually the type of crate, right? Because we're not removing a log or a boulder, but if we're a type crate and we've passed the threshold, we've already ran our break crate, then once we've become played, then we're going to remove the collidable map object at that index. Let's see if that works. So it breaks. Oh, we just pushed right through it. That looks like it worked. So we're pushing it, it breaks, and then we can walk right through it. Yes. So the next step is to not just trigger it after 3 seconds, but to trigger it to break once we collide with like some magic, because like we can break it with our magic. So that's going to be the next step. Now, I don't really like this structure for doing this. It would be nice if we could do. So Gemini, there's we're working on getting a demo together. So far we have few stuff. We have like little dialogue boxes like this. We can read a little sign. We have this little guy back here that we can talk to. So it's like we've got some like scene transitions. We've got some animations working. We've got a little dungeon over here that we can walk into. Oh no. Oh no. I swear to God, that was working. It was working, I swear. Earlier. It was working. There's like the only somewhat cool thing to show you is in here, but it's not working right now. So yeah, what did we change? Map 263. Why is that broken now? Oh, there's no timer for any collidable map objects. Yeah. So this is okay. What we can do just to show you what's going on in there, we can just turn this off. This is literally what I was thinking about. It was like, I hate this design for it because after we update our collidable map objects, we're asking about the timer, which I guess every pushable has a dot timer. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I don't know why that was crashing, but let's see what's in the dungeon over here. If we can get to it. So we've got geckos in here. So they're all corrupted, and they'll attack you, and you can cast. Oh my god, you can cast the magic to cleanse them of their purple corruption there, and then we've got a little treasure chest in here that gives you some coin. And then right now we're resetting everything, but the goal of the demo is to get a couple of levels working in the dungeon with one more entity enemy, and then at the end, oh my god, at the end of the dungeon you get the treasure chest, and the treasure chest will have a tunic. So like it'll be this green tunic, for example. You've got these different tunic colors, and the green tunic will allow you to push items like we're doing right here. So we'll be pushing the log out of the way to unlock the ice mountain up here for the end of the demo. And you can only push stuff with the green tunic equipped. It'll be an immovable object if you don't have the green tunic equipped. So that's the goal for the demo. But you know, we still got to make like a new entity. We got to do we've got to add some bats to the dungeon, and then we got to add. We do have like falling into a pit. So over here we've got some pits. So like we do fall into a pit. We've got that. So we'll probably have that in the dungeon as well. I don't know if we're gonna make enemies fall. I don't know if we're gonna make enemies fall, or just the enemies will be non-collidable with the falling. I don't know. Why did the crate break right there? Crate's fine. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, so it's just 3 seconds and it breaks. Oh yeah. Okay, so we need to do this differently. I don't like how. I guess why would it crash when we go into the geckos? Oh, is it because there's no collidable map objects in the gecko scene? Let's see. Map declarations, we should have, yeah, it should be right there. We do have a collidable object, it's a treasure chest. So there's no pushable. Oh, the treasure chest doesn't have a dot timer, which is why it was crashing. So I guess we could switch this around and say we can ask if it's a type crate first. And then if it's a crate... how did I screw that up? Yeah, let's ask it if it's a crate first. Then we'll do all this stuff. So now it only checks the timer if it's a crate, because before a treasure chest collidable map object didn't have a timer, which is why it was crashing on the gecko scene. So now we should be able to go into the gecko scene. The crate still breaks over there, that's good. And then we should be able to go into the gecko scene here. Nice. Okay, so that is what it was. Okay, and then I don't know why. Why did our loot stuff get all screwed up? Oh, man. Okay, I don't know why that's the case. Okay, so we need to trigger the break crate. It would be nice if Yo, hey Gemini, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream and a good night. Thanks for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. I don't know if I like this. Like, it makes sense to me that we're cycling through the collidable map objects and we update them. And it makes sense, we need access to the key so that we can remove the object that has played out. I think that's okay. I think that's okay, and we'll just leave this as breaking crate. I guess I just don't like the fact that we're constantly checking, every single collidable map object, if it's a crate or not, and if the timer's not accurate, because we need to I guess what we can do is kind of add health to the crate in a way, because the opacity for the spellcasting can sometimes be it's mostly transparent, even though it's still technically existing, and I don't want to trigger a crate break unless you can clearly see the spell going over the crate, and probably for a little bit amount of time, right? Like, I don't want it to just trigger instantly breaking of a crate, but that's kind of why I'm thinking we should add some health to the crate, and then we can check collision detection for our spell casting and a crate object, and deduct its health, and if its health is 0, we can then trigger the break crate, and then we can check for whether or not we need to remove it from our table. So I think that'll be next, but at least we've got the crate triggering the animation correctly, and we're removing it from the table, which is very nice. So let's do a commit here, and we'll just say that we remove crate once broken. Remove crate from collidable map objects once broken. Okay. Cool. So I'll call it there for the night. We'll raid out here to, let's see who is streaming. Here, we'll raid out to the homie Hypnotic here. But I'll be back. I'm gonna try, depending headache permitting, I'm gonna be back tomorrow and get back to my daily streaming. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all you. Oh, we've got to run our credits. I made credits for the game here for our credited supporters here. So thank you for everyone who has subbed or redeemed the channel points. This is cool. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for a good night, and hope everyone has a good rest of the day.